Welcome to Gray Areas for February 24th, 2026. It's been a hell of a 10 minutes trying to go live, but I think we are live. I hear
We're there.
myself.
We're here.
Stream
From
quality
across the
seems
country
good.
saying hi.
Dave's fault.
In some respects, the
It's
fact that the anniversary show is still not happening, spoiler alert to the audio listeners who are just now finding that out, may have been for the best, because if we were trying to coordinate having like 10 or 15 people in the audience, this would have been a really, really horrible start. Instead, we have Cody and Dave here. Sean is sick. He's been sick for a bit. He says he was maybe the sickest he's been in a couple of years. So he is sitting out. And we're going to try a new thing this week, a new spin on an old classic. And I say classic, even though it's something that we also did for the first time within the last year. But I'm going to subject these two to a head-to-head matchup where they will hopefully tear each other to shreds.
Cody will tear me to shreds is what's probably going to happen.
No.
I can fully accept this. Yeah. It's just, I haven't won yet. How's that?
I'm due to not win one of these. And again, the last thing we did was like a thing I know a ton about. So
This isn't like you having a bad shooting night or something. Like, it's not like a sport thing where it's like, oh, I'm going to have a bad night. It's like, this is in your brain or it isn't.
yeah, you're right. We'll see what the category thing is. Though, who knows?
That's
Well,
true. That's true.
If
We'll
it's
jump
name
in.
every
Scary.
NHL team and their former names, then yeah, I'm probably going to beat you.
If it's name every player who's ever scored a point for the Phoenix Suns, I think Dave has the advantage.
I think I'm in deep shit.
All right, well, let's talk about what this is, the new format and all that, because we're already 10 minutes late, and I want to get things going. So let me switch to this screen. We are doing a draft, and it's going to be another sports-heavy one. And I apologize to the viewers who are not as big as sports fans for this. However, it's also in part on purpose because I had a premium basketball reference account for a month, and that month expires, I believe, tomorrow. So I was trying to get in what I could, and then when I pivoted last minute for this is what we settled on. This will look familiar to people who have seen this before. We've got some positions on the screen. There's a big difference on this one. So you guys are still going to be drafting a team of 8 players with 5 positions, like the starting lineup, 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center, and then 3 wild cards. However, you're going to be drafting players that fall within certain categories. I'm not going to display those categories yet because I want you to pay attention to the rules first, but I'll put them on the screen so you can look them over. What's going to happen here is we're going to be doing a best of 3. 2 rounds, 2 teams. If you guys split, there will be a tiebreaker third round. If somebody wins both, they just win. In each of those rounds, you're going to be drafting players that fit a specific type of parameter or rule or something, and you're going to alternate who goes first in each pick. And in that pick, you'll get to choose what category you're bringing both of you to. So you might take a category that you feel more comfortable in, and you think the other player doesn't know as well. You might take a category you feel less comfortable in so that you can get something on the board before it gets taken. I will show the categories in a minute. You'll see what I mean. It'll make sense. I will also clarify in a couple of them, and I'm going to read them, both so I can clarify and for the audio listeners who, of course, won't be able to see them. When you start your turn and you're going first, let me know which category you're going to go to and then what your pick is. And before I show them, the last thing I will tell you is if you give me a player, you'll be getting the total number of points they scored in whatever season you picked, just like before. However, if you give me a player who does not fit the provided category, you lose 100 points. And you will lose 100 points every time you give me an answer that does not fit the category. It shouldn't come up a ton, but it's probably going to happen a couple times, and if it does, it can be punishing. 100 points could be the difference in the end. 300 or 400 points could all of a sudden be the difference of like a whole pick maybe. So something to keep in mind. I'm going to put the categories up on the screen and read them for the audio listeners and clarify a couple of them. And then we'll let Dave go first in the first round, Cody go first in the second round, so it'll even out. Here are the categories we're doing. Again, I'll read them, so don't talk about them yet, and then we'll ask about questions later. For your 8 players in the first round of this draft, we're going with team-related ones here. You will give me a player who played for the Boston Celtics sometime in the 2000s. You don't have to give me a season where they played for the Celtics, but they must have played for the Celtics at some point in that decade. You'll give me a player who played for the Warriors sometime in the 2010s. You'll give me a player who played for both the Suns and the Lakers, kind of hitting your hometown teams. Again, doesn't have to be a season where they played for one of those teams, but it has to be a player who played for both. You'll give me a player who played only in the Western Conference in their career. If they ever played a game for an East team, they're disqualified. You'll give me a player who was coached by Pat Riley, who was a coach for like 25 years of 3 specific teams.
And who just got a statue.
Yes. Now, again, that just has to be a player who played for Pat Riley at some point, not a season in which they played for Pat Riley. The one that does matter as far as the season when they played with someone is number 6, a player from a season they played with LeBron. We need a LeBron James teammate. Whatever season you pick them in, they better have played with LeBron or they're disqualified.
In the season that we're putting them in the category.
Correct. So that may kind of temper where you want to put people based on how safe you want to be. Like, oh, God, did they play with them that season exactly? And then there's 2 wild cards here where if you go first in this one, you're going to set the tone. We have any player, and then your opponent must pick the same team. So if Dave picks a Timberwolf, Cody must also pick a Timberwolf. And then any player opponent must pick same year. So if Cody picks somebody from 1997, Dave will have to take a player from 1997. It'll be your choice if you go to that category, and it'll put pressure on your opponent depending on what year you pick, maybe. That is what we are looking at. Now remember, whatever you pick, your opponent's then going to do the second answer for that category, and then they will get to pick the next category. And there's still the position thing. Again, pretty loose. Don't sweat it too much, but you do have to fill this team. So you might decide, God, I like this category, and I really need a guard right now. I'm not that good at this category. I'm going to jump on it now, and I'm going to pick a center. It's both really complicated, but also not that bad. And I think once you've done a couple picks, you'll feel in the flow of it. Dave, you'll be going first.
All right.
If you have any questions for clarity, I'll answer them early on, and then in the second round, I'll probably just shut up.
So if we're picking a player who played for the Warriors sometimes the 2010, and I pick a player that fits that category, what points am I getting exactly on that?
Whatever points that player scored in the season that you pick.
We're doing it's scoring based.
Oh,
specifically.
I'm picking a season.
You're picking a season for a player that fits the category. You'll get whatever points they scored in that season. So there should be some 2,000 pluses on the board here, but there will be a couple that may be harder to find. And once a player is taken, they're gone. So it doesn't matter if a player fits multiple categories. If somebody selects them, they're off the board for the rest of the draft. So there will be some strategy to this, some position scarcity. Maybe, again, you can take any NBA player to fill your 5 positions, but...
Are we trying to avoid doing years we did in the past?
I'm not worried about that. That's too many layers.
Okay. That's what I was like, so do I need to try and remember not repeating? Because there's immediately certain guys, and I don't know if I'll get the seasons right or anything like that again, but there's certain ones where I was like, I think that I want to do that guy again in whatever way. I can't remember.
Right. This is probably the easier round of the 2, so I started here because this is a little more open-ended. The second round is more stat-based. We'll get to it. But for this one, I figured, well, these are relatively well-known teams and whatnot. Maybe in future ones, if this is well-received, we'll mix that up more. But for the time being, we're going to start here and see how it goes.
Yeah. Who's going first?
You have the first pick of this round. Cody will go first in the second round. So, again, it'll alternate. And whenever you're ready, give me your first category and then your pick.
All right. I guess I'll just go a player who played for the Warriors sometime in the 2010s and pick 2016 Stephen Curry.
When I picked the Warriors, I thought this might happen. But that's okay.
You would just pick Steph?
Yeah.
Well, I better figure out Clay's best fucking season.
All right. 2016. And again, this is the 2015-2016 season, just like in the past. So I know which season you're going for. And in 2016, Steph Curry had 2,375 points. 16, 2375.
So we use the back half year again.
Yes. Whatever year the season culminated in, the NBA Finals year. The 16 is the 2015-16 season. So now, Cody, you're going to give me a player for the Warriors in the 2010s. And once you've done that, you will then go first next to pick a category.
Oh, I have to match the category directly as we go.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is why this matters for other categories, because now 2 Warriors are going to be off the board for, say, a player who only played in the Western Conference. Just as one example. But there will be some strategy to when you go to certain places.
Fuck. I mean, Clay is the obvious player I have to pick, but I have no idea what year to pick. Really. Like, in terms of getting it close to it. I just want to make sure he's not.
So I think once you get, as you're thinking, once you get in the swing of this, you may even start thinking about this as far as like, okay, if I go with this pick, what could they end up with in this category? Is it better if I go somewhere else because of a second pick that's really good or whatever?
Yeah. I mean, you can write Clay. I just haven't picked a year yet because it's clearly the Warrior I'm going to need to pick here.
You got it. There's some good years. There's a bad year.
I know. That's why I'm trying to really desperately avoid the really bad year and not get fucked by that. I don't want to take too much time on this because of dragging. And if I stall everything, I don't want to do 6. I probably shouldn't do 16, given the obviousness of that. So.
By the way, that was Steph Curry's best season. No,
of course it was.
It was MVP and yeah.
Fuck.
We've talked about that season before, but I should still say it for people who are maybe just watching this episode and didn't see the other ones.
I definitely was like writing down other category stuff on the notepad. Did not pay attention that when you said we have to do it by like the categories goes back and forth.
Yeah.
And fucked up on that.
If it makes you feel any better.
Does it?
It's hard to go wrong with this pick unless it goes very wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of similar seasons in here, except maybe when he was hurt.
Yeah, I'll just go a year after because I think I trust that the most. I'll go 16-17. I think that makes me feel the best because I'm just tagging on to what Dave already did, and I know he wouldn't have been. Yeah,
I cost yourself 29 points. He had 1,742 in 2017. In 2016, he had 1,771. So about as good as you could have done. That is his second highest total of his career.
All right. So his highest was Steph's also
his highest was Steph's highest. They just went crazy that year.
I mean, it makes sense in some senses, but I'm just very surprised by that.
All right. So we crossed that category off. Wow, the technology.
Remember that the next year they got Durant though. Like 17 is when they got Durant.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to like process in my head, and I could not remember which year was which. Kevin's jumped around a bit, and it's been hard to keep track of, honest to God, what fucking year he was on what team.
Yeah, and anything prior to 2020 was good. Post 2020, there's a couple good. Well, post 2021, he missed 2 seasons. There was a couple good seasons, but before that stretch is all very solid.
When I started making fun of him for being washed, what was that, like 3 years ago when I started saying that?
Effectively, yeah. Okay, so that category is off the board. You've got a player apiece. Now Cody gets to go first. Tell us where we're headed, and make his pick. This will go relatively quickly once you get in a rhythm, especially when there's fewer categories left, because you'll be like, oh, there's like out of these 3, I want that one. But right now, it's like, oh my god, where do I go?
I forgot how to tell Raya to do something and pick something up for me, and forgot to do that when I was on. Let me.
Could be cheating, Dave.
It is not. It is the Too Good to Go app to get rescued food. I'm clarifying right there.
That's true. He did show it. Accountability, folks. Audio listeners, there's accountability.
There was.
Audio.
All right. Ask a friend. Hold on.
Really oh my God. This one up.
I meant to do this when we were at home.
He didn't want to delay.
Yeah.
I'm stalling. Are you making excuses that I'm stalling?
So Dave's up by 600 points at this stage, but he also had the first pick.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Dave.
That will alternate, and there will be advantage played both ways. If you can sneak more points than your opponent on a category they choose, that's a win.
I mean, the very obvious thing I'm going to do is knock out Suns Laker player, because I'm going to go with Shaq, and I'm going to go with 2000.
Thought this might be the case.
Shaq exactly what I wrote down, and
that was what I was going to use right away. Was actually literally that, like immediately. So yeah, I mean,
all right, 2000.
It's a category I don't think I'll know as well as I actually think I know some of the other ones.
Shaq in 2000 is another player we've taken before. It's his MVP season. It's his highest of his career, and he has 2,344 points. He played 103 games for the Suns, and the thing that we remember the most about that is that he almost went to the bench and killed a bunch of people, and they all ran away.
I did love that. Like, the all running away, and then he stops and just looks around like,
yeah,
guys, what the fuck? Oh, this is tough, because Shaq is the obvious answer clearly on this category. Like, there's not really a great second answer.
That's specifically why, I was trying to attack it as quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm. I figured I didn't think Clay had that many, so I was trying to jump on you on the first category, but so I play for the Suns and Lakers. Oh, the only one that's really, and he just didn't score that much is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's why I'm running into two people that just don't score that much. But I don't want to delay this very long.
You can take your time. I mean, I'd dick around.
I know. Well,
There's
You're
some
gonna-
old,
this would be
there's
fun
some
for you
good
to reveal
olds here,
some-
but good luck getting the year.
yeah, no kidding. That's the problem. Is I'm trying to think of these. I guess I'm just gonna go with 2007 Nash. It's not a great answer, but it's solid enough.
Yeah, you knew going in that could be the problem with it, but Steve Nash in 2007.
Yeah.
Is his page still broken, just like last time when we tried to pull this up?
Really?
It is. It has just the per
Oh yeah,
game
that was a
averages.
thing.
It was a thing. It was this exact page on Basketball Reference for some reason. Steve Nash points in 2007. Not per
Sorry, I think
game.
we all Googled it last time.
Not per game. I believe this is the highest scoring
See, this
season
is
of his career, though.
Yeah.
Let's see. Regular season totals. Points. There we go. I'll just get it from ESPN. God, it's a bad time when ESPN is the more reliable option. All right. In 2007, Steve Nash, who obviously played for both, had 1,412 points. Actually, the fifth highest of his career, but it's all pretty close. He never eclipsed 1,500.
Yeah. I knew it wasn't a great one, but
But
it'll do.
it does take the category off the board, and now we go back to Dave.
So, clarifying question on the Celtics one. Do I have to pick their Celtics year, or can I pick a player that played for him and then pick any year?
The latter.
Okay.
I might do the
Interesting.
former and future ones if this is too easy, and again, if this is liked, but I wanted to be a little easier the first time and see how it went.
Okay. That's fine. I am not going to go with that one, though. I'm just going to pick any player, and the opponent must pick someone from the same team. And I'm going with, oh God, what was his best year? 88 Jordan.
Okay. Michael Jordan.
So I get any Bulls player ever.
Anybody that ever wore
That's how that works, right?
anybody that in any season in which a player wore a Bulls uniform.
So they have to be they can't be a Bulls player and then I pick a season where they weren't a Bull.
Correct.
It has to be a Bulls
Correct.
season.
Needs to be a Bulls season.
I'll just do
Well, hang on.
Rose's MVP season in 11.
All right, so hold on.
Sorry,
Michael Jordan.
I got it. I was. Oh yeah.
In which year again, Dave? Just to be sure.
88 is what I said. I hope that's the right one.
It is not, but it is his second best in 1988. Michael Jordan scored 2,868 points.
Was it 87 that he had 3,000 points?
It was.
Damn it!
We
wrote
did this
down
before.
87, and then I'm like, I know, and I couldn't remember which one it was. I wrote down 87, then I didn't trust my gut. Damn it!
But you did get his second most. You did lose 150 points on it, but it was still a very good answer. You could do worse. And then we're going Derrick Rose when?
His MVP season in 2011. Yeah, 10-11, right?
I mean, it shouldn't have been his MVP season, but it was.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute. What do you mean shouldn't have? It's like you're bitching about the fact that he won it, not that.
That's
okay.
right. And Derrick Rose, that is his career high in scoring. It's the only time he eclipsed 2,000 points. He had 2,026.
You were put in.
It was. I mean, I guess as soon as you went Bulls, I'm like, well, there's only one thing I could do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that puts Dave back in the lead, but he's also had one more category choice. So now Cody gets to go again and pick wherever he wants to go.
I am going to do a player who played their entire career, only played in the Western Conference, so their entire career in the Western Conference.
Okay.
I'm going to cheat very easily on this and go back to SGA's MVP season of 2025 because he's only been in the Western Conference.
Mm-hmm. It is a
And I don't
viable-
want to put a whole lot of thought into that one because it's fucking hard otherwise.
All right. Shea last season?
25.
If I remember right, I had to go S. Gilgis. You could
Yeah,
argue,
his name doesn't fit.
You could argue Shea plays more guard, but he does some forward as well. So in 25, that's his MVP season as mentioned, and he had 2,484 points.
Okay, so what you said when we fuck up, we lose 100 points. Do we lose 100 points and take a 0 in that category?
No, you get to go again, but you also can risk losing 100 points every time
And
you
so we
answer
have
wrong.
to get a correct answer. We just keep losing 100 points.
Yes.
I like that rule.
Yes. So 100 points isn't much. If you just miss one, especially if you're going for a big number and you miss it, maybe that's better than going safe and getting only like
Yes. Then you can do
1,200
some
points.
desperation stuff at the end.
Yes. But it can cost you over and over again if you get stuck on a category, which could happen in the second section. We'll see.
Okay. So I need a player who only played in the Western Conference.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Jokic.
Yeah, makes
And I'm
sense.
trying to remember which one was his best year. Because we did this before, and what was his best year? I think it was he won the title in 23. I think scoring-wise, you had said his best season was actually 24. So I'm going to go Jokic in 24.
I believe we did that mental math last time of it wasn't what we thought it would be, and then it was a different one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nikola Jokic in 2024 did have his highest scoring season by 14 points. He had 2,085 points that year. He had 2071 in 25 and 2004 in 2022. Makes sense of that in your head. One's a year, one's a point total. Okay.
Okay.
That takes that one off the board. We got 4 categories down, 4 left. We're flying through it. That's why it's fine that we have 2 rounds. Where are we going, Dave?
Maybe.
So I'm going to go player who played for the Celtics sometime in the 2000s, but I'm not going to pick the person that actually played for the Celtics in the 2000s. I'm going to pick Kevin Garnett in 2004 because that was a pretty good season for him.
It was.
It has to be so it's not a Celtics player's season. It's any person who was a Celtic.
Correct.
I'm going to keep asking clarification.
In the
Yeah, that's
2000s.
fine because a couple of these categories are weird. I didn't want to make them
Okay.
a paragraph, but yes.
Yes, I'm just going to keep asking dumb questions.
Garnett obviously played for the Celtics from 2008 to 2013, so that qualifies. In 2004 for the Timberwolves, that's his points per game. That's not going to help me. That's his VORP. That's not going to help me. There's the totals. In 2004, he had his career high in scoring, just shy of 2,000 points. He had 1,984. No, 1,987. I lied. I won't have that ruined
That
in the
wasn't his
end.
best year.
Okay.
So 00 to 09
Yes.
had to be a Celtic.
Had to be a Celtic. They weren't. Face the wrath.
Paul Pierce. I want to answer Paul. Can I answer Shaq again?
No, unfortunately, you took him off the board.
But I want to answer Shaq again. I mean, again, it's gonna have to be Paul Pierce because I can't think of anybody else that. I mean, again, there's gonna be some other like weird ones I'm sure that would apply that would be good, but Pierce is gonna be the easy default one. When did I hate him the most? I feel like I've answered him before in one of these. Wow, I said that really well. And it pissed me off because I think I was off and I had to avoid bullshit. But it doesn't have to be. So does it the season? It could be. This is a hypothetical for the future. It could be his like 2011 season, if
Good.
I wanted to.
It doesn't have to be in the 2000s.
Okay.
He has to have played for the Celtics in 2000. Obviously, Paul Pierce did.
All right. Dave Chappelle made fun of Paul Pierce getting stabbed early 2000s, and he had to be a big enough deal.
I love that this is your reference point. This is
Yeah,
great.
you're goddamn right. That's my reference point. If Chappelle made fun of him, he was famous enough to need to be made fun of, so he must have scored a lot. So that would be when I was in 7th, 8th, or 9th grade, I believe, is my assumptions here. Yes, that's the way I'm going to track this down. So if we split the difference... 03. So 02, 03, Paul Pierce.
In
We're
2003,
going to 102, but
102 is his career high. 2003 is the 4th highest of his career, but it does slightly beat out Kevin Garnett. That's wrong. That's 03. That is 2,048 points.
I'll take that.
Slightly more than Garnett.
I really.
All right.
That's a loss
Mid to
for
late
me.
2000s
Fact
was
he
a
got
lot
that
iffier.
loss.
He had a 2100 in 2006, but everything else around it was like mid 15s ish. So it could have been risky for Bisky. Mitch Trubisky. All right, Cody.
Any player opponent must pick the exact same year for scoring. Pat Rod, the Braun question I don't even fucking terrified of, and we're already down to only those. I don't feel like there's a ton to gain off of one question unless I'm missing something. You have to think because like Parker's never hurt, so no one can ever.
Also, when you mumble, the mic doesn't pick you up.
I know. I'm mostly talking to myself, so I'm probably just gonna do. Dave, what would you do? I'm not even trying to be a dick and get in your head. I'm actually just I'm actually just curious what you would do because I feel like we picked off a lot of the things that I would have leaned toward first, just like you obviously did.
Look, I will write this down on a paper and read it to you afterward what I would do because I don't want to give you any idea right now.
You just really don't want to lose.
No, I'm actually doing okay right now, and I don't want to lose.
That's fair.
Fair.
So, I mean, the hilarity would be if I could pull someone from like the fucking 60s and see if Dave can fucking name another guy from the bullshit 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really tempting to do.
And I thought the version of this that was more fun was this version, which was like you have to get stuck with the same team or the same year. There could be a category in the future that makes you do both.
It's forewarning.
And then it gets real tough, especially when it's like a team that's heliocentric or only had one good player.
I'm trying to remember back to our old episodes and see if I can steal somebody good from a season in those. And I'm not really remembering them. Let's see. Easy way out here is because I know that we covered a bunch of them. Is let's do James Harden.
Okay.
From a more obviously, yes, I'm not digging back into the because like I don't want to do the wilt like try and pull a wilt season. I also don't know if I'm allowed to do that.
This is for any player.
Yes, any player when he's going to pick the same year. I could try and dig into the wilt things and then have him see if he can name a guy from this. I'm not going to do that. Also, I thought we were always pretty much playing these like modern era type. Let's do Harden in I think do 2020. I think it was 18, 19, or 19, 20, or I think or maybe the year before that were the good ones. Let's just do 20.
Hard part about 20 is COVID.
It got cut off.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
However, it is still the third best season in James Harden's career, even though he only managed to play 68 games.
In March.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, that was a dumb thought.
It is 2,335 points. Actually, it's the fourth highest of his career, but the other two are 20 and 30 points ahead of it. 19 is the year he went all crazy and scored like 35 a game. That was 2,800. But it's still a nice 2,300 number, so Dave now has to pick another player from 2020, so he's in the same boat as you with the COVID year.
So dragging him down into the COVID year.
It's actually not that bad.
Yeah, that was a really stupid answer, honestly. I should have done 19.
But it fucked me, though, because I'm at this point where I'm like, oh, God, there wasn't an MVP that year. I don't know who was scoring huge that year because I was kind of only focused on the Suns because we had Ricky Rubio and his cute face. Like, oh, boy. The Suns had like the hottest team in the league that year with Booker and Rubio and Oubre. So
you were fun.
We were fun, even though we sucked. And then the bubble happened. It was fun. Okay. God, 2020. Let's see. That year, Curry got hurt, and I can't pick Curry anyway. Kawhi was with the Clippers and was not doing great anymore.
This is why I did not want to have to be stuck in a specific year. This terrified me.
Yeah.
James Harden was number one in scoring that year, unsurprisingly. No one else scored more than 2,000 points in 2020.
Okay, well, that's pretty cool. I got 300 point advantage.
Yeah, it's not great that you got that. That's actually, this is going to be your winning pick. I had this in mind. I'm just going to go. It worked. I'm going to go with, I think, Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis finished 10th in scoring that year, so it's not bad.
You know what? I'll take it.
He insists that he's a power forward, so we'll just put him in this forward spot, even though he's really not.
Love it.
He never was. But it doesn't matter.
Like Tim Duncan.
He did play some 4 alongside a big 5 for the Lakers. In 2020, he scored 1,618 points.
That's not that bad. It's a pretty big gain for me.
Who was number 2?
Number 2 was Damian Lillard. Number 3 was Devin Armani Booker.
Really?
Yeah.
You should have gone with your gut.
Really?
He played tied for the most games in the NBA, I think, or something like that. He played 70 games in the shortened season, in part because the Suns had the bubble stretch, and
that would have been fun to pick. Booker
even Lillard was 1,978 points. Booker was 1,860. So there was diminishing returns once Harden went off the board.
Yeah. You somehow made it work, Cody. I hate you.
That's a really dumb answer,
right.
and I don't. I honest to God, it's sad that I didn't even process in my brain. Yeah, of course that's the COVID season.
2 categories left.
Okay.
So category for you, Dave, and then Cody will go first on whatever's left.
Isn't the COVID season 2021? It's 20 to 21.
No, 2020. No. Well, that was a short one too because that was only 72 games. The 20 to 21 was
You're right.
games.
Yeah, because they had to resume because play got interrupted on March 11th, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yes, I remember.
Rudy Gobert touched all the microphones, and it was my birthday, and it was a sad birthday.
That's right.
So with the LeBron season, if a player got traded in that season, do we take his entire season scoring or just?
I will still give you the full season of scoring as long as he played with LeBron at some point
cool.
that season.
Okay, 25 Luka then.
Fair.
Because trying to figure out how many points he scored while LeBron's teammate is
a mess.
Yeah.
Now, do you want the good news or the bad news, Dave?
Oh, no. Well, there's good news, so I would take the good news first.
I'm taking bad news to start.
He only played 22 games with the Mavericks before the trade. Only played 50 games that season.
Really? I didn't realize it was that little.
I didn't either. I was like, wait, what? Like, I knew there was some stuff going on, some injuries, but now because he's Luka, he still scored 1,408 points in those games, which is pretty good for 50 games, but it is still 50 games, unfortunately.
That hurts. All right. How is Cody going to fuck me here?
Yeah, you can put a foot on the throat here if you can find the right pick.
I had 2 in my mind, and I went with the wrong one.
Who was the other one? Was it Wade or Bosch?
I'm not telling you.
Which one? Who was it? Was it Kyrie? Who was it? Tell me. All right, so it has to be they were with
was it
LeBron.
Ilgauskas? I'm saying that because I don't think anybody will do it.
It was Eric Snow.
Yeah.
Let's go Bronny last year.
Mario Chalmers. Yeah, just open the door wide open.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, go with Wade.
LeBron James Jr. scored 16 points in 2025.
Cody loses 1,300 points.
How did he even get that many, to be honest?
All right.
For the record, I would have gone Kyrie, just so you know.
Oh, because he typed it counts now?
I
can't undo it because he typed it in and it counts now?
You can go Kyrie if you want to.
Yeah, of course it does.
No.
No.
Yeah, see? I can undo it.
No, you typed in Wade.
What goddamn year works best?
Although it is a strategic pick because you knocked out a potential player coach by.
That's a couple now, if that is what happens.
Oh, yeah, I didn't actually think about that.
Uh-huh. There are some traps in here.
Yeah. Can I answer my other answer? Because I already had that ready to go before he made me do the stupid LeBron thing.
Nope, you already picked it.
The clarification. So the Riley one's not going to be a year Riley had to coach specifically, just that the player was coached by him.
Correct.
All right,
The player played a season underneath Pat Riley.
Well, my Lakersness has got me set on that since I know stupid Laker history. Yeah, that's a pretty big advantage. And I am stalling right now.
Mm-hmm.
So he got 1,400 with Luka. I don't got to go that hard here. Like I gained however many it was, 700 on you from the other answer.
Mm-hmm.
Only down 800 right now. And you get to go first in the next one.
Oh yeah, I didn't do the math on that.
You've only got 3 choices here, basically.
I know. I'm just stressed that I'm going to hit. I don't want to take a 100-point penalty right now because we're so close to this. Now I have more anxiety because now it's actually close and I want to win still. Fuck, man. This was the one I was dreading the most the entire time. Let's just do... What year was I working on the thing? I don't remember current history as well as I really should.
It's funny because this is the stuff I remember the most.
I know.
Which is why I thought this would be interesting because it sort of forces each other into some uncomfortable areas at times. Levels the playing field a bit, I think. Seems to be.
Let's go 14.
That's probably not a great one. He was on the downswing by then.
I know. And I don't want to eat up too much time.
LeBron James.
I'm guessing his best year was 11.
LeBron James was on the Heat from 2011 to 2014.
Yeah.
4 seasons.
Yeah.
As we knew going in. 4 finals appearances, 2 titles.
Oh no, it was 13 I was thinking of in my
Dwayne Wade was in his decline at that point.
Yes.
And in 2014, he only scored 1,028 points.
How much was 13?
13 was 1,400. The
Yeah.
only season that was any good when LeBron was there was 11, the first year.
11.
He had not that 1,400 points is a bad year, but it's still sub 20 points a game. He had 1,900 points in 2011. His high was 2,400 in 2009, but that's prior to LeBron being there.
LeBron. Yeah, I should have done. I was thinking of 13, not 14. I had my years messed up when I was trying to remember.
That does help Dave a little
Where I
bit.
was
He's
working.
only behind by 250 going into this last one, but Cody gets to go first, so he has a chance to do something big that closes the door before Dave has a chance. If he leaves the door open, though, and of course we are now left with only a player who was coached by Pat Riley.
Now I have more anxiety about this because now I really want to fucking get this right.
Last pick. All comes down to this. It is close. We're excited from a game maker perspective.
Are you satisfied?
The
Did you get
players
what
are
you wanted?
tortured. We are enjoying the watch. Pat Riley
Let's
coached
do
for 28
Kareem
seasons.
in. Let's do Kareem in 1970.
All right. Obviously, Kareem overlaps with Pat Riley for pretty much a decade. So that part,
But he was
I
not
thought you were going to
good.
finish the year.
that part is covered. One more time on the year, please.
1976.
All right. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in 1976. One more time, just to clarify.
Yep.
Okay. That is the 6th highest scoring total of his career.
Well, but I know a bunch of them are Milwaukee when it was really.
Yes, it is still a good number. It's going to make it tough to beat. It is 2,275 points. That means Dave is going to need 2,529 to win the first category, which is, I think, possible, but
Is it?
going to have to thread some
I mean,
needles
was
here.
Wade with Wade and Shaq off the board already, that doesn't help. Magic wasn't that high of a scorer, so that doesn't help. I mean, like Worthy wasn't scoring that much back then. Oh, you said 20. How much do I need? 2,500.
25-29, if my math is right.
Okay, 29, and that's 23 points a game or so in an 82 game season, maybe a little bit more. And my math isn't great on that.
I think a little more than that.
Calculator in front of me.
Let me see. Let me see what this example player I'm looking at had to get to this total. Yeah, you're going to need like 29 a game.
Oh, God, it's 29. And there is someone that fits this category.
I don't know for sure.
He doesn't know.
I don't have every one of those answers in front of me.
Okay, no worries.
The person I thought of
fine.
was close, but not enough.
Okay, I don't think that there is one, honestly. I just don't know if they hit that point. So I'll just have fun with it, I think. Patrick Ewing was coached by Pat Riley. And I want to say let's go with 1994 season.
Patrick Ewing was the player I thought of to see if he was the one who qualified. It was the best example I could think of.
Chewy.
It's a good answer. Even
Starks
his
was the
highest
other
season, which was not this season, was not enough. His highest scoring season is 23-47. Would have been close, but not quite. In 1994, it's another good season, but it is 1,939 points. So Cody
Starks
wins the
is my
first
other
round by
thought.
less than 600 points, which is, I mean, you could look at a few different picks, but one of them comes to mind in particular, and that's probably the Harden one. But there's others up there that were a swing.
I fluked my way into that by accident.
The Luka won that. The Luka one absolutely won that game for you. Not Luka, I'm sorry, the Harden one won that game for you because he was such an aberration for the rest of the season that it won it.
I accidentally won. I very much accidentally won.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll jump into round 2 without further ado, so we don't go over an hour like an hour 10. Cody wins round 1. Dave needs to win round 2 to force the tiebreaker, or Cody will win outright. So we're going to wipe the board.
No.
Boom. Gone. Back to 0. And we're going to hide this real quick. Now, again, we're going statistical for round 2. So it's not so much based on teams. It's more based on some criteria, a couple of which are a little obscure and might be difficult. But again, we wanted to challenge you a little more in round 2.
Nope, I don't want to be challenged.
I'm going to read them all again for the audio listener. So here we go. I need you to give me, for your 8 players, a player who is a 2-time All-Star or fewer. So they have to have made 0, 1, or 2 All-Stars. If they've made 3+, disqualified. A player who averaged 5 or fewer assists and rebounds per game in a season. So the season you give me, they must have averaged less than both 5 assists and 5 rebounds. A player who averaged at least 1 block and 1 steal per game in a season. Same thing. They have to have averaged a steal and a block in the season you give me. A player, excuse me, I'm just so excited about Dave's frustration. A player with 1,000 points or fewer in a season. They scored 1,001. You'll lose 100 points and get nothing. You can re-guess. A player listed at 6 feet or under. This is with, NBA's listings, so don't yell at me if someone's 2 inches taller than they're supposed to be. A player who played 12 or fewer seasons and has retired. So you can't cheat code like a promising young player. Shay. A rookie season. You don't have to give me the year. And a final season. You don't have to give me the year. You'll just name a player, and whatever points they scored in their final season is what you'll get. I don't expect you to remember exactly which season was the rookie year, even though you would know for some players. I would rather it just be, I remember they had a pretty strong rookie campaign, so I want to take this player.
This is a shot in the dark. You just say a name and you get it.
Yeah, so you can't really strike out on that question.
Can't.
But you could hit something really terrible, especially final seasons. Final seasons, if somebody snuck on the court for like 7 games and you didn't remember that could be a disaster. So, those are your 8 categories. Same positions apply. Cody gets to go first in round 2, and he can take us to whatever category he wants to.
LeBron's rookie season.
And for what it's worth, players in the last round are ineligible.
Oh fuck!
So I'm just gonna flash those up there. We'll look again if we have to. LeBron
Fuck
was not
me.
taken.
That's cruel.
I didn't warn you about that one in advance because I thought it'd be fun to surprise
I
you.
don't like that.
Yeah,
Well,
this is
LeBron didn't
great.
get picked
That
last
is
game,
cruel.
so
You're
right.
so lucky.
So we are going
Fuck
to
that.
a rookie season, and you would like LeBron James. Yes?
thank you.
Well, he was, a messiah of sorts when he showed up, a king, if you will, even before he started. And I don't have a great reference for this. I didn't pull the data on everybody's rookie seasons, and it's like the third worst of his career, but it's still LeBron James. In his rookie season, he scored 1,654 points.
Sure.
I guess I'll just put what his rookie season was, which is 2004. But you don't need to tell me that, and it's 1,654. All right, Dave. Any player in the history of the NBA, except the 17 names you guys have already said, you'll get their points.
Oh my, this is a tough one. Like, this is, man. Okay, rookie season. Who had great rookie seasons? I'm trying to think, and I can't pick Luka. It's already been done. For fun, this is my own fun. I'm going to do Amari Stoudemire.
What did you say?
He said Amari Stoudemire. Who's
2002 rookie, total rookie of the year.
Whose middle name is Carsaris,
What?
according to Basketball Reference, and his nicknames are Stat, which we knew, the Little Tyrant, which I never heard, and
Nope.
Little Lord,
Nope.
which I never heard.
Nope. That's just fake news.
Look at the fun things you can learn on Basketball Reference. All right. In
You get
his
a Mr.
rookie
Premium
season, Amari
subscription.
Stoudemire did play all 82 games, only started 71 of those, which is still pretty good. He was Rookie of the Year. I don't know where we're going to put him. I guess he was playing forward at this stage. We can always move him, though, because he's center eligible. And his rookie season in 2003, he scored 1,106 points. Not phenomenal.
I'll take it.
Not a pick that's going to sink your draft by any means, especially going second. I expect about 300 to 500 points worth of advantage for going first on a category, and it kind of played out that way in round one. So, takes rookie season off the board. Dave, you get to decide where we go next.
Well, we didn't pick Giannis, and I'm pretty sure he averaged a steal and a block in his, I think it was the 2018 season. I'm going to go with Giannis in 2018.
All right, first we got to check the threshold. 18, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Giannis averaged 1.5 steals and 1.4 blocks in 2018.
Excellent.
So you get his points, which are the third highest of his career. So I don't remember if I can fit his full name. I think I can.
I think you can.
I think I remember
I don't know if you
testing
put the year,
that. Oh, that's right. It just spills over a little bit, but then it's right justified. It'll be fine. The third highest scoring total of his career is 2,114 points.
In this position, that's pretty good. I'm really happy with that one right now.
I think that's pretty much fine. Yes, this is going to be a harder round than round one. I think both.
Oh, I'm going to get stuck.
For getting names, but also for scoring. We get a lot of 2,000 pluses in round one. I don't expect that to happen here. Of course, there's one of them where you're not allowed to have more than 1,000. So, and that's going to be the question too. How high value is that category? Is it lower because there's fewer potential points, or is it higher because of the potential for it to go wrong? I don't know. It's up to our players to decide.
I'm doing a block and a steal per game in some season.
Correct.
I have fucking no idea. Which I should, but fuck. I have no idea.
There's a few places I would have thought to go on this one. There were some that surprised me because I ran the results for anybody who had averaged both. Originally, I looked at, I wanted to do stocks, but there's not a way to combine them in the search, unfortunately, because I thought that'd be kind of fun. 2 stocks a game. Well, you could get 2 steals a game. You could get 2 blocks a game or some combination. Couldn't do it. But still, there's a lot of players who have done this. But there's some landmines, too.
Yeah, I mean, the one that comes to mind just because of you guys is Marion. Like, right off the top of my head. And that's probably who I'm going to go with. Because, I don't want to... I could think for a long time and drag the show down. So we're going to go Sean Marion. And we're going to pick... When I was young.
Mhm.
It doesn't need to be the season he did it in.
It does need to be the season.
It does need to
did
be
it
the
in,
season he
yes.
did it in.
Yes.
Fuck. Okay.
Otherwise, it is a minus 100.
Well, I hope he did it often enough that when I pull a random season out of my ass, he did it, which I feel like he would have averaged this for the most part in most of his career. I think he was really good when around the same Paul Pierce time, actually. So let's go. Let's go 03.
What do you think, Dave? You think that matches?
Go 03.
I would have gone 06 myself because Stoudemire was out that year, but that would have been. But 03 is not a bad guess.
It's my gap. That's my gap years of like not knowing as well and getting into football more and all that. And so like it's my whole like I remember really well from like the NBA live shit era time. All that.
Sean Marion averaged a steal and a block per game every season from 2001 to 2009.
Okay, that's cool.
That's pretty good.
One of the prototypes for this category.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's why it's the first thing that came to mind, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go with it.
Averaged 1.5 steals and 1.1 blocks per game for his career.
That's really good.
Yeah, even with some of the slowdown at the end.
Really fucking good player.
Remember when he was a Cavalier?
Honestly,
Yeah.
he's a really good player.
He is, I think, slept on. Obviously, I'm biased as a Suns fan, but
no. But when you start reading shit like that with the scoring history, that's a really fucking good NBA player.
Yeah. And God, it's so ahead of his time. That's his second highest scoring year. 06 actually is the best one, so Dave was right. It has it beat by 50 points. It's still 1,716 points. So Dave picks up some ground, but is trailing slightly as we head into the second set of choosing. Cody gets to choose. You've gotten rid of one of the scary ones, potentially.
I mean, the easiest thing for me to do is the short player and go to Isaiah Thomas.
Damn it. Yeah.
And to do the year that I know is going to be a lot of points. I trust myself and make sure. It's 17.
I wrote down the exact same name, just so you know.
It's 17.
Yeah. It is. That's exactly what
it's
I wrote
17.
down.
I literally was remembering back when we've done this before. It was 17. Yeah.
All right. At guard, Thomas.
How
In
dare you.
2017.
His name fits.
Oh, yeah, I guess I could do that. He's the one with the extra A, right?
I don't know.
I think it's that.
ISAIAI.
I think that's right.
EIEIO.
Okay. Was a farmer, etc. Okay, in 2017, Isaiah Thomas was as short as he was the rest of his career, 5'9". And in that season, he averaged 29 points a game. You remembered correctly. It's a total of 2,199 points.
29 a game. What the hell?
Then they unceremoniously dumped him after that season.
Yes, they did.
And they were exactly right to do it.
I guess, but
they got freaking Kyrie Irving out of it. It's insane. Anyway, well, the number of players that are under 6 feet are not a ton of them. I mean, I think back to the Spud Webbs of the world. He never actually averaged that many points. So I'm not going with that. I hope I get the year right on this. I don't think I'm going to, but Nate Robinson comes to mind. I believe he was under 6 feet. And I think 2009 is the year I'm going to go with on him.
How do you feel about this pick, Dave?
Not great.
Nate Robinson also listed at 5'9", so we can assume that he was in 2009. No platform heels, no. And in 2009, That is the highest scoring year of Nate Robinson's career. He was third in Sixth Man of the Year voting. It is 1,272 points.
You know what? For where I was with Thomas being the very easy answer there, I'm actually pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to get like a sub 1,000 is what I was going for with
Spud
that.
Webb did have 5 seasons of 1,000 or more points.
Really?
Yeah. But nothing, I don't think he ever scored more than 1,500, so nothing wrong with that pick. Now, Dave, you get to get him back. You're going first this round.
All right. God, this is freaking tough. Oh, boy. Who had good final seasons? Oh. Warriors or Wizards years would have fucked me anyway.
Can't do Jordan.
No, I cannot do Jordan.
Jordan was also the top 2 answers for steal and a block per game.
I just literally didn't even bother with that.
2,800 points in there if you hit the right seasons, but there were several seasons he did not average both. So
Man, it would have been worth guessing 4 in a row just to fucking hit it.
I'd
be like, well, I'll take the 2,500 gain.
Right. So that's also where the strategy could come in. Anyways. He's thinking. He's in a hotel room and he's thinking. For the audio listener, he's in a hotel.
I know. I am at a hotel. I'm sitting here thinking.
He's on the East Coast.
I ate a ton of chicken wings tonight.
Yes.
I'm gonna go. I don't know if this is a good pick or not. I have no idea. I'm gonna go a player who picked 12 or fewer seasons and has retired and pick Kevin Johnson in 1997. Why am I picking his last year? No. I went 94. I'm sorry.
You all right with that, Cody?
What's up?
Him changing?
Yeah, okay.
I switched the year.
Okay. I literally have said, like, I could do this. I don't give a shit.
I hadn't said anything yet.
No, you're fine.
It actually makes it worse for him.
Oh, okay. That's worse. That's a bummer.
Kevin Johnson did play 12 years in the NBA. His first season was split between Cleveland and Phoenix in that trade, and then did come back for 6 games in 2000 as his 12th season, but that does not disqualify him. These are not bad years you're choosing from, but unfortunately, Kevin was injury-plagued. He was a little better around the 1990 range. In 1994, he scored 1,340 points.
Good luck, Cody.
You never know with this category.
Well, I actually had already a good answer for it. Not a good answer. I think a good answer for this one written down. So I'm going to do Brandon Roy. And I'm going to do...
He was one of the first ones that came to mind for me when I was looking at all the categories, but he's also dangerous.
Yeah, I know. But there's 2 years that I know I'll be safe on because it was my last year of high school and my first year out of high school. Let's do the safer one because it'll be one or the other. Let's go 08.
2008 is a safe year, so I don't want you having a sweat about landmines. He was an all-star this year, the first of 3 all-star appearances.
It was 8 or 9 that I should have picked. I think 9 might be the better one, but I didn't want to go 1 too far. I knew staying back would be better.
9 is the better one by a lot. 350 points. In 2008, he scored 1,416. That category is basically a wash.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it's not bad for going second. There's nothing wrong with that. And again, that was one of the harder ones. Whoa. Accidentally clicked Zoom. There we go. We're back. We're so back.
I have no better answer for this. Dave might fuck me up when he gets the backside of it, but I'm going to force him into answering it. We're going to do final season. We're going to do Chris Bosh. Because even if Bosh is probably not good here, but I know it won't be 0 because he sat out the entire year and then didn't play. So I know his last season has got to have some kind of scoring, and I'm terrified of this category. And I just don't want it there at the end.
We'll put him at center. He played center in the latter half of his career,
yeah,
including
he's a center.
His final season. Certainly by that point, he was playing pretty much all center.
Yeah.
Chris Bosh in 2016 only played 53 games
Fine.
and scored 1,010 points.
I'll take it.
It is a volatile category. There
I
could
will
be a
literally
2.
just take it.
You could end up with 50 points. You never know.
And I just knew he was still good enough to play the sport, and there was no way I could totally fuck that. There's probably way better answers than this. I just wanted to take the safest thing possible.
He averaged 19 a game. He just wasn't quite healthy, and then later on we found out why.
Also, Dave stammered when he was thinking about answering this, so I just wanted to force him to fucking answer it.
I feel like Manu Ginobili had a good last year. I'm going to go Manu Ginobili.
Probably a fair answer, honestly. That's probably fair.
Because he didn't really have this like farewell tour where he hung on an extra year. He kind of was like, this is my last year, and then had a pretty good season when I remember. So go there.
Manu Ginobili's last season was 2018. Can always move him over or something if we need to, but put him down.
No, he's
here.
a center.
Yeah, he's a center. He was 40 years old.
No boy.
40 years old.
And
40-year-olds did not really have a great track record pre-LeBron James. Played 65 games, but only scored 8.9 a game in them, which works out to 576 points.
That hurts. I really thought he had a flash in the pan his last year. Oh, that hurts.
That one does hurt. You're going to have to get him back here and now, I think.
I'm really satisfied with that.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to go the 2 times or less All-Star. And I hope I'm right on this, but Jamal Murray, I believe, has not been an All-Star that much because he's been hurt.
Oh, thank God. I have another answer written down for that I know is good.
Damn it.
And you said the first name of him, and I got terrified. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, thank God.
Don't worry about that.
I'm going to go, yeah. Is that the name you were thinking of there?
What did he write?
Jamal C.
Yes, Jamal C will be Cody's answer. That is correct.
I don't know. He had a great scoring season, but all right.
You're gonna get so pissed because I know this season's good.
23.
2023 is Jamal Murray's 5th best scoring season.
Really? Jesus.
Year after he missed the whole year.
Yeah.
He is only a one-time All-Star, first time this year, as you correctly noted, but he only scored 1,298 points in 2023. He hasn't played more than 67 games since 2018. He's just a lock to miss enough games to basically disqualify him from All-NBA. Although this year, he's still on track, and there's so many players who aren't that who knows? One player who just lost his eligibility is Steph Curry. All right, Cody.
What's up? Jamal Crawford, 2008. He was a Knick and he scored a fucking ton. I hope I'm right because I'm really overconfident about this now.
You are very confident in this.
Jamal Crawford. When I originally wrote this question, I started with no All-Stars, and Jamal Crawford is one of those. I thought that was too hard, and also leaving it left you with some modern players like a Jamal Murray. So I saw him early on in this, and you're going 08?
Yes. I think that's right.
Jamal Crawford in 2008 had the most points of his career.
Yes.
In a 6-man role. He had 1,645 points.
That's a really good answer. And
it's a great score for the category.
It's one of the first things I wrote down.
It's not one that like blows it out of the water completely, but Dave's got to make up ground fast.
Okay,
so that's not happening.
A player, so a player with 1,000 points or fewer in a season means we need to get 999 to capitalize on this category.
Ideally, yes. And you have to decide how much you want to go for 999 and risk minus 100 in a category that's only going to give you 1,000.
Oh no, I'm just being like, I will punt this and try and think of a funny Lakers answer when I cared about the team. That's like 600 points. That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm. We also still have probably
which is
the hardest category left on the board.
Which is really easy because I will just take my easiest answer possible when I was still a Lakers fan and be annoying and go with Sasha Vujacic in 08. Because he's going to have like 500 points. Because it was when he was good. They won. I did not win the finals that year, but I know he was really good because I bought his jersey.
I hate you.
I know you do.
Vujacic
Admit that.
In 2008, played 72 games.
David's worse.
His third highest scoring output in the NBA. He had 632 points.
Better than Manu. Dave, not only was it a Vujacic jersey, it actually was custom made to say the machine on the back to be as annoying as possible.
Which is on his page.
It is. Machine.
I've also used that nickname for my create a guy in sports games, and now I'm having to rethink it.
You should. You should rethink it.
Look, because Cody, we didn't do the anniversary show, but I want to point out, I think we had an entire episode pretty much just bashing Sasha Vujacic in about 2012.
It was early.
The fuck out of him.
You probably would have because he was an insufferable pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
He's like an annoying, whiny version of Luka and kind of a dirty player, and then just really obnoxious with his stupid headband.
I think calling him a whiny version of Luka is unfair when Luka's the whiniest player in the history of the NBA, but I understand what you mean.
But like he did bitch and moan.
He did. There was a reason why people called him Vuja bitch, and some of it was a tiny bit of it was like, I was going to say racism, nationalism, and some of it was because he was a bitch.
Aren't they from the same country? Aren't they both Slovenian?
Yes.
I think so.
I believe Vujacic was also Slovenian, so
I think so.
That's fucking terrific.
Yeah, he is.
All right.
Oh, that's on the
with
page,
less
right?
than 1,000
Yep.
points. I hope I'm right on this. I actually tried to do some math. It's funny. Pre-Lakers days, pre-Portland days, DeAndre Ayton was known as he would score 15 points every game, pretty much always. He got suspended for 25 games in the 2018-2019 season. I believe it was. Yes. So he got suspended that year. So that'd be 57 games he played that year. If he scored 15 points a game, that'd put him at 855. So that's what I'm going with DeAndre Ayton.
In 19?
Yes. The 18-19 season. Not his rookie year.
2018-2019 was DeAndre Ayton's rookie year.
What?
And he played 71 games.
Okay.
And he scored 1,159 points.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yay.
Which means that is a minus 100 that I'll have to keep on track on the side.
Just take it off of Manu, make it look worse.
And now Dave has to go again. Now, that gave you some information, but...
No, I can't pick 20 because they missed the end of the season there, and he missed 25 games in 20. I score. Fuck it. Let's just do 2020 then for Ayton. Like, why not?
2020... Was that it kind of cut out? Is it
2020? 2020, yes.
Cody, I don't want you to laugh at Dave too much.
It's bad. I just don't care anymore. I'm losing. It's over. I can't do these games.
He lost. DeAndre Ayton in 2021 had 997 points. In 2022, he had 997 points. In 2020, between the suspension and the COVID season, he only played 38 games, and he had a still good 690 points.
You beat me in the category.
We'll reduce that
to
590 because of the minus
you did.
100.
Actually, you didn't.
But he did technically beat him in the category, yes.
I knew Ayton was going to be a good answer. I got frustrated because I messed up his rookie year. I thought he was the 17 draft, the 17-18 year.
He also had 920 in his first Portland season.
I love that you just knew that he was hovering right around that bullshit.
Mm-hmm. And I was right. His rookie year was 1100. So fucking close.
Yeah, and you kind of needed a big swing there. Now, you only lost 60 points on that pick, but you couldn't afford to lose points. You got to somehow hope that Cody bricks this answer about 15 times.
Which I could. I just got to find a safe, simple answer, though, honestly.
So, the category that is left, as they're thinking about it, because I think this is the toughest one in the round, is a player who averaged 5 assists and 5 rebounds per game or fewer, so 5.0 or fewer, both assists and rebounds per game in a season, and they have to hit that season. So you can go super safe if a player like didn't play a ton. They might meet those thresholds, but then they might not have scored very much either. Yeah, you pick somebody who only played 15 minutes a game, guess what? They probably didn't accrue that many stats, but then they didn't accrue that many points.
And it's Cody's pick, right? Or is it mine?
It's you.
Oh, it's me. Okay. I always feel like, for some reason, Jordan Crawford is somebody who comes to mind who scores a bunch of points. This stupid dreadlock. He was on Utah in 2022, so I'm going to go with that one.
You mean Jordan Clarkson, I'm imagining?
Clarkson, yes. I'm so
sorry. That's okay.
And which year?
22.
In 2022, Jordan Clarkson averaged 3.5 rebounds and 2.5 assists per game, so he qualifies. He was 4th in Sixth Man of the Year voting that year. It's a pretty good answer. Unfortunately, it does mathematically eliminate you. I don't know if there was an answer that wouldn't have.
But I have to answer. I can't leave it blank.
That's right, and you have to hit a correct answer, so it could matter. It just doesn't matter right now. In 2022, Jordan Clarkson scored 1,266 points.
Actually, I'm really happy with that answer.
I was like, that's pretty good.
That is the 3rd highest of his career, and the year after, 23, was 5 points more. So really the only way to get better than that was 2019 when he was with Cleveland, which I would never have remembered.
I didn't know that he was with Cleveland.
All right, well, this is up to Cody. Cody has a 810-point lead.
So you need to miss 8. And then
he's got to miss 9 and then get a player with 90 points or fewer, or miss 10 and then...
I'm going to take my player, and I'm going to risk this.
I say you can't bitch out on this. If you pick a player who played less than like 500 minutes, you're going to get a minus 100.
No, I'm going to go with my if he had gone with Jamal Crawford answer and go with Lou Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue if he's going to have had. I don't think, again, it has to be both. I don't think he would have had it when he was a Laker. I think when he was a Clipper, I think he may have hit one of those thresholds. So when he was a Clipper, I want to say, I mean, did he get traded at that point or something like that? It doesn't matter. Because I can't really lose unless he scored 0 points.
It'd be really hard.
Just by answering his name. Let's go with 17. Am I off by a year on that?
You want him as a Laker?
I was trying to hit when he was a Laker, just to be safe.
He was a Laker part of that season.
Okay.
And then he was traded to the Rockets.
Oh, okay. So I was a year too early again.
He did average more than 5 assists all 3 of his years in with the Clippers.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he was pretty good, honestly.
With the Lakers in 2017, he averaged 2.3 rebounds and 3.2 assists and 18 points a game. So in his 81 games, 1 started, he scored 1,421 points.
Damn.
Because I was going to use his Clippers seasons for the Sixth Man thing. So I just backed up like 4 or 5 years. Because Chris, was his best Clipper season like 21?
No, you would have been very sad about 21. He's traded to the Hawks that year.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Only scores 749 points total.
Ooh.
Though I think he would have applied because his assists fell off. Yeah, he only averaged 3.4 that year. Okay. Partially Clippers, partially Hawks.
What's his best scoring Clippers season then?
The first year, 18.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Won Sixth Man of the Year, averaged 22.6 a game. 1,800 points.
Okay.
And you guys had taken a couple of the... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, that's right. Go ahead. No, go.
I'll just say the types of players that were prototypes for this, you took one in the first round, Clay.
Yeah.
The types of players that this is where people are like, you guys don't know ball. I think these guys know ball pretty well, but like Akeem was the poster child for blocking a steal per game in a season, and he would have gotten you some 2,500 type.
Fucking duh.
Another player who was a less than 5 assists, less than 5 rebound a game guy was Reggie Miller.
Yeah, I would never have answered.
There's some big numbers there. But again, like you took a couple of the other ones that would have come to mind quickly, like Jamal Crawford, Jordan Clarkson was up there, Klay Thompson. They were already off the board. So that's where some of the picks came into mind. Brandon Roy also had a couple qualifying seasons for that, but he was gone.
I took 3 2008 seasons.
You did. You're an 08 merchant.
It was my high school graduating year, and I was still paying decent attention.
But at a score of 2-0, Cody wins I ruined it. There we go. Cody wins the first fancy draft with lots of categories and weirdness going on and strategy and mind hurting.
I am most proud of doing the annoying Chris Bosh thing.
You got 1,000 points, and in a final season, again, there's plenty of players who would show up and get like 100. So,
do you have any answers that you can spoil that would have been really good for that one?
For final season, I don't offhand.
Okay.
Okay, I was trying to look. In Kobe's final season, did he get hurt? He got hurt in like the last game, or did he get hurt in the final season?
Well, we know Kobe had at least 60 points in his final season.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a good answer, but I hate him. So.
1,161.
And Kobe never got picked. Okay.
I won't go into too many of these because that category might come back.
Yeah,
but
that's fine.
Yeah.
He was one that did come to mind, and it would have been more than Bosh, but not by a lot.
I mean, he was a player I was tempted for less than 5 assists and 5 rebounds.
He's tough because he's like right around that average for his entire career.
Yeah.
So he's a landmine of, whoops, I decided I'd pass this season. In his career, Kobe is a wrong answer for that category in all but his rookie and final season.
That is surprising. A little bit
Averaged
surprising.
more than 5 rebounds every year except 2014, other than the first and last, and averaged more than 5 assists per game, all but 4 seasons.
See, I could have imagined that around the final seasons with Shaq, he might not have gotten to 5 rebounds.
That was also why that threshold had to move, though. That threshold was originally 4 of each a game, and it was just too few players. So that was only 92 answers.
Whoa.
Bumping it up to 5 made it like 400 answers. So there was a lot more to choose from. And that was from qualifying people. You could go with less minutes, and then there's a million more answers. But
I feel better. I feel kind of happy that, I mean, we played it safe a little bit, but there was really only one wrong answer where we lost points on, and that was me with Ayton, and I missed it by 100 points. So it was damn close.
yeah, okay, good qualifying answers. The 100, you can see would 100 have made a huge difference? Well, not in the last one because that one got away from us. But like in the first one, the difference was, 600 points. So a couple hundred here or there from wrong answers, all of a sudden the game changes a bit. But yeah, I hope you had a good time.
Go back to the second one again.
Okay.
So 22 to, I mean, again, I got almost 1,000-point bump on the short player.
Yeah, and in hindsight, I should have picked that one pretty quickly because it was the most obvious answer. And I got worried. I'm like, oh, I know the 12 seasons or fewer. I'll go with that one. No, it was a bad idea.
The other answer, because I don't think we'll go back to that one again. The other answer that comes to mind in that one is Chris Paul.
Yeah. Oh, he's listed at 6 feet. You're
He's
right.
listed at 6 feet. So you get those early Pelican seasons / Hornets, I guess.
I wouldn't even have thought of him because I think I would have just assumed he was 6'1".
No, those aren't huge
like
numbers
Nash,
either, but there's a couple 1600s and a 1700 in the early part of his career that pretty good. But there's not a ton to choose from there unless you're willing to try and figure out when Muggsy Bogues was good.
Nope.
He didn't have a lot of them.
I wrote in Isaiah Thomas immediately for that category, and I was like, I have to get this or I'm going to lose.
Muggsy Bogues never scored more than 862 points in a season.
Yes.
He did have 700 or more 6 times.
So it would have been a great pick for the under 1,000.
Yes, it turns out.
Yeah, actually, he would have.
Yeah. Some of those players that score like 10 a game are right around the right range for that. All right, that's the end of this show. Next week, there is no show, programming note, because I will be gone. 2 weeks from now, both Cody and Sean will be gone, so Dave and I will have to concoct something. I have a couple ideas. So the anniversary show might be mid-March, but I'm not even going to bother talking about it until we get closer because a million things could happen between now and then. When it does, I'll post about it on the community notes on YouTube, and we'll make a note in the show if we can, because I'd like people to attend and join us live for that. But it's not for a couple weeks or so don't worry about it. In between shows, in the next 2 weeks, you can find us at our website, grayareas.live or youtube.com/@grayareaslive. We'll see you on March 10th.